Good morning, sunshines. Pokemon Legends ZA was revealed in the Presents as expected and with a horrible release date. It's coming late 2025. It's really unfortunate because that was actually scheduled for late last year, 2024, and it was delayed to early 2025, and now it's delayed again to late 2025. This delay is being kicked down the road quite a bit, so it's a kick in the nuts, really. But the starters have been revealed, and this is them on screen. Two Gen 2 starters, Chikorita and Totodile, paired with a Gen 5 star. Now, that's not something anyone would have seen that coming, because why? Where's the logic? Why two Gen 2s and one Gen 5 randomly like that? I would expect one from different gens. It really did seem weird that they would pick it that way, but those three are our starters. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about what megas they could have. Their typings, that is. So there's actually a surefire way to try and find that out, and it's a similar method that is good for determining what terrestrial type upcoming Pokemon starters in 7-star raids are going to have without us having been told, and that is Pokemon Showdown. Alright, if we look at the team builders here, you can see what moves these guys have. And usually, their terrestrial type in 7-star raids are what they have strong moves of, that are a typing that is other than what they already have. And I think the same thing is going to apply to their megas. However, they're also going to take into account what these Pokemon look like for what type they decide, if they have multiple strong different type moves. So, we're going to go through them, we're going to have a look, and I'm going to just give my idea of what it could probably be, what it's likely to be, based off of the strong moves that they have. Because obviously Feraligatr is only water type, Meganium is only grass type, and Emboar is already dual type, fire fighting. So will the type change? It could, it might. It does for Charizard, for example. So Charizard goes from fire flying into fire dragon, alright? And of course, up until then, Charizard still has strong dragon moves it can use, which is a good tell for that of having happened. But we're going to look at all of them now in detail. Let's start with Feraligatr. Alright, so he's a water type. He's going to have the water moves. We can exclude the water moves. Another type that he has strong moves for is ice type. It's a good one. It's an obvious one. Okay? There's so many water ice types out there. He's a physical attacker, but he's got special on the strong blizzard here. I don't think his mega will change to special attacker, although as a possibility it is, but he's such a dedicated physical attacker, it seems unlikely they would do that to him. Then we also have Brick Break for fighting, but he doesn't have too many fighting moves. He has Counter, he has Crunch, which is an amazing dark type move, but that's it for dark type. Well, he has Lash Out. It's so-so. It's not enough. He only has those two dark moves. Look, let's stick with Ice for a bit. Avalanche and Blizzard, not bad, not bad. You have more Ice. He has Ice Beam, Ice Fang, Ice Punch, two of them physical. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Is it enough? Well, I don't know. Let's have a look at another major type he has here. Normal, there's no chance of him being normal. That's just not interesting enough. Dragon is an obvious go-to. It's an obvious go-to here, and the reason I'm going to land here on Dragon for his Mega type as the alternate typing is because he's an alligator. All right, he's a scaly, dragon-esque, possibly dragon-esque thing that he can evolve into. It just fits his theme as an alligator already. Becoming a dragon. Dragon Claw is amazing. Dragon Dance, amazing. Dragon Tail, not bad. Let's see if he has anything else. Outrage. It's an obvious. That's a tell. It's a major tell there. I feel like Dragon is locked in for his Mega. I think it's the most obvious choice here. Ice is a second guess, but that's it. He doesn't have enough of anything else in his strong move pool here. Superpower ain't bad, actually. Fighting, that would be a third guess on my part. That'd be third runner up here on that, and that would be it. That would be it. I don't think he would have anything else going for him here. Yeah, so he's really set up for Dragon, and then Ice is a secondary, and then maybe Fighting would be a good option as well to spice things up. So I'm going to say Dragon as a secondary ability. Let's look at Meganium. Meganium. Now, people would suggest, because it's just the theme around Meganium in general, he might go for Fairy as a secondary typing. Well, let's see what his moves say here. He has a Body Press. That's amazing. Counter. It's pretty good. He's got a dragon move here. Earthquake? That's a great move. But then he's got the grass moves we can exclude. Knockoff for dark. He is a special attacker. His special attack stats are a little better than his attack stats. There's not a big enough difference to decide which way he could go for the Mega Evolution. It could be either or. He also has Outrage for dragon type moves, but he's not showing too much to be obvious here. He's got a couple of psychic moves. He has no strong fairy attacks, none, which for me actually rules out fairy typing. I mean, for Mega, it is, because when they become Mega, they can learn moves from TM, sure, maybe, but it's usually only moves that they were already able to learn, alright? So I don't think they're going to get brand new move pools out of the blue. They might get some new moves added because it is a new game, Pokemon Legends ZA, coming out. However, it doesn't look like an easy choice for this guy. Psychic, he has a lot of good psychic moves, but they're mostly defensive there. He only has a couple of dragon moves. Dragon Tail and Outrage. It is a good one. It's a strong one. He does have Zen Headbutt for physical. But like for his other moves, these are the weaker moves, usually useless moves down here. So this is not really something that's worth looking at. And there's not much to go by here either. Healing for Psychic. Honestly, for me, I would land on Psychic for this guy. Psychic looks like the most obvious choice for him based off of the move pool he has. And was that what he was in the Terror Raid? I'm not sure, but either way, I think Psychic is a good tell here based off the moves he has. I don't think he could get away with being any other typing because there's just not enough of other typing moves to kind of make it worthwhile. Yeah, 2 fighting moves, not really enough. He has a good couple of normal types. It would be weird if they made him normal type for a Mega. That'd be just weird, all right? Because normal is normal. It's normie. It's something that's just by default, right? You don't evolve to a higher plane and become a normal type, right? It just doesn't feel right. So I'm kind of excluding normal for that reason. Although he does have some amazing normal moves, and if they give him normal typing in his Mega Evolution, he will be able to pack a punch like crazy with some of these normal moves. It'd be interesting to see, but it just feels unlikely thematically, okay? So I'm just going to go with Psychic for him. Let's have a look at Emboar. Firefighting already. Would that change? It could, of course, because secondary Pokemon with secondary typings all can do change in Megas, right? Let's see what else he has going for him, though. I mean, Fire is definitely staying, okay, as his primary type. Ground? Fighting segueing into ground ain't bad. That would work. It could definitely work because they kind of follow a similar, like, pretty physical, high impact playing. Grass, not rock. Rock. Ooh. It's a good move, but is that it? He has high horsepower as well. Interesting. He's good steel moves. Oh, he has some good steel moves. Fighting into steel. That is a natural progression, I think. That's a natural progression. One knockoff. Useful, but that's it for... Oh, no. Sucker Punch and Taunt. And knockoff. That's pretty good. This guy's a tricky one. He is a tricky one, but he's got Stone Edge, Rock Slide. Dude, this guy's got it all. He's got everything going for him here. It could be anything. But I think it would... So, for his type change into Megas, it would most likely be something that would naturally progress from fighting type. So something pretty hard hitting, physical. Steel is a good guess, alright? Steel type. With these moves, Iron Head is amazing. One of the best steel, if not the best steel move out there. Heavy Slam, really good too. Is a heavy Pokemon. Those are really key moves here. Does he have anything else for steel type? That's it though, in his main moves. He has a Gyro Ball as well, Hard Pass. That's it. That's not enough, I think. Not really enough to land on as a first choice for his things. But a Rock type? Rock type has amazing moves here. He has loads of good Rock type moves. Let's have a look here. Head Smash is pretty insane. Pretty hard impactful as well. And the ability that he could get could negate what the offset could negate half recoil there. Could do that. It's a possibility. That'd be a nasty possibility. And then he also has Rock Slide, just to be on the safe side for anyone. A Stone Edge, an amazing, just an amazing rock type. Yeah. And then his Thunder Punch and Wild Charge. I don't think they're good enough to. There's only 2. I don't think that's enough to determine him being an electric type on this. I'm going to go ahead and say Rock. I'm going to say Rock. It is a really hard one for Emboar, though, because there's so many moves here. Rock looks like the most viable candidate for first place for a secondary typing change. Really, it does. After Rock, what could it be? I mean, that is the question. What could be my second guess here? I would say Dark. Because Fight gives you this scrappy image, and Dark could be like a next phase that he goes through, which, you know, is injured in the fight or whatever. He's fire, he's fighting, he could become Fire, Dark. It's a little bit of a stretch, but because I'm saying Dark as the second option, because he has Knockoff here, Sucker Punch, absolutely key Dark moves. They're like must-haves. He has Taunt, another key Dark move, depending on your build, right? It's amazing. And then he also has Assurance down here, Fling, some extra backup Dark moves. So you have a bit of flexibility, a couple of options on him. That would be my second guess for him, and I'm not going to make a third guess because everything else is pretty even on what it could be between ground or electric or even normal, which is again quite unlikely, or steel. Okay, so those are kind of possibilities here on him. But fighting, changing to rock seems like the most viable. Secondary, Dark. Let me know what your guesses are, folks. That's going to be it for a little bit of speculation on their mega typings. It could be cool. I know people are going to probably be pretty disappointed with Meganium if it doesn't get fairy type, because this is such a fairy aesthetic, especially in games like the recent remake of Pokemon was a Snap. That was really fun. And he just doesn't have any fairy moves. He doesn't have any fairy moves. It's not going to happen. Psychic looks like it's going to be it. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Well, that's what we could cover. This is a really good way to determine things like what typings you're going to have for terrestrial. For any Pokemon, by the way, if you guys are setting up your teams for competitive and you're worried about confronting something with an unknown terrestrial ability typing, you can check the Pokemon in here in Pokemon Showdown on the team builder to see what good moves they have that they might be able to utilize. So definitely well worth it. That's the same principle applying to my theories on their megas. Thanks for watching this. Feel free to check out the other videos around here. I'm giving away Pokemon Day EV mystery gift that has now ended, so you can get that still from me for the foreseeable future. Appreciate you all watching this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you around in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.